Hey, I'm drinking Trillium Scaled. I think I maybe got the first batch of this ever. Um, IPA 7%. Citra, Eldorado hops, also Columbus hops. Um, that's kind of the base hop for most Trillium's IPAs. This one's pretty similar to the Street series, except it uses kind of two dry hops, the Eldorado and Citra. And it's a little lower ABV. It is canned exactly 2 weeks ago, May 6th. So let's check it out. Not super murky. And glass is not perfectly clean. There you go. It's got a little bit of a color to it, kind of almost a dark orange. It looks like the malt bill is kind of the same as most of their IPAs. So there you go. That's the classic Trillium smell. They have a really unique aromatic character for sure. And they usually have a pretty big aroma. Yeah, the Citra quality they get it's not exactly quite creamsicle. It's very, I guess, tropical, but also just this tropical fruit juice blend with some orange in there, some like sweet orange, clementine, tangerine type stuff. There's a little bit of a dank note, but it's not like diesel-y at all. It's more like the really candy-like notes you get from cannabis, maybe. Kind of like purple drink, kind of grape almost. Grape dankness, maybe you'd say. It's not leafy or anything. And the Eldorado definitely brings some like candy-like stuff. I kind of get it more like Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles, and that might be bringing some grape too. A little bit of spiciness, but it smells pretty nice. The head isn't great. Trillium's head quality and retention is not good. It's I guess comparable to Monkish, when people go crazy for Trillium, especially Monkish, but sometimes it's just a little coarse. The feel, the throat burn, the head, it all kind of comes together to not be a nice feel. We'll see about this. Yeah, a little bubbly and coarse on the palate, spicy, but the fruitiness comes through, and it is juicy. This one's not super thick. It's not ultra hazy. I don't know if you can see on camera. You can't really see my finger, but I can see it through there just a little bit. And I did tip this can over upside down, kind of swirl it around, because especially with their beers that aren't that hazy, that aren't DDH, you want to get all those flavor crystals in there. But if a DDH beer from Trillium, you have to worry about throat burn from having too much haze in there. They definitely have a strong water treatment. It kind of, like it's got a decent size body. It's not really thick, but a lot of it is the, if I can get a better shot than this, is that bubbly, coarse, carbonics bite. It just isn't soft, I would say. So it's a kind of a full, juicy body, not soft, especially not soft like the best Treehouse IPAs. But I do like the aroma and flavor. The water treatment, I feel like I kind of taste the saltiness in there. It's not actual salt they add to it. It's potassium, what is it? Sodium, I always forget it. But it's I can't remember these chemical compounds now. It's basically like gypsum and calcium chloride that they'll add to a beer. And the calcium chloride, I think, has a salty kind of sort of taste, especially in the finish. it can kind of bring out the spiciness of the beer, and I'm kind of getting that a little bit, this weird sort of chemical saltiness that isn't great, but it is one reason why their beers have the good character they have, you know. And it's not in the aroma. It just doesn't finish super clean. But otherwise, I like their yeast, their fermentation profile. Like, they get great aromas and flavors. Yeah, I wonder if the first few batches that I had were better. I guess I could look back. I probably have a couple video reviews of this from going back, you know, 8-9 years. It's good, but I kind of stopped drinking Trillium, and then every once in a while I'll go back if I'm in the neighborhood and try it again. My favorite ones, my favorite IPA they've been doing for a few years now is Melcher Street. Really great aroma. It seems like they've been nailing it, even though 5 years ago I got a bad batch of it. Well, that's the thing, is Trillium consistency is just maybe the worst amongst the really big, popular hazy IPA brewers. But their aromatics are some of the best, I would say. But for this one, for this batch of this scale, .17 or something like that. I'm really docking them for the aftertaste and the coarse feel. Because especially for a beer like this, it isn't super duper hazy. It's not really chalky. Doesn't have much throat burn, but just like the feel just like bubbly, and then it finishes with, I guess, a little bit of a chalky thing, and that's kind of saltiness just kind of messes the beer that started really good, messes with it. Yeah, great, but some really good aromas and flavors. That's it. I guess I didn't talk about, I used to just list off a whole bunch of flavors and things, and I eventually thought I was just kind of bullshitting myself. And now I don't really list it. I guess I said some flavors, but, you know, tropical, it's peachy. It's getting some bitterness now, actually. A little pineapple, just kind of generic tropical with sweet citrus. And that very clean dankness I was talking about. So yes, 4.119.